most platforms, they're plug-and-play tools out there. So it's really a matter of keeping current on the best solutions out there for the different problems that you have. The live experience for you is becoming more important. I think a lot of businesses are using that as well, and they go to us because we're the best platform out there for that. But in every sector, I think there's a best of breed that makes it so easy. You don't need to hire a developer to do it because it's pretty much plug and play these days. And all these interconnected platforms allow you to get a more global view of your user base, if that's what you want to track, the engagement, the repeat communications that you have with them, and have a better view and better understand who your customers are. And I think that's doable with a lot of different bricks that you can assemble and create into a framework that works for you.
We will be launching mobile at a point next year, absolutely. So, that's going to be absolutely key for us. We were, the leader in the triple play market, offering voice, broadband, and TV. We've done that for a number of years. The natural progression now is to move to mobile because at the end of the day, consumers and businesses want to consume information anytime, anywhere. And that is going to be a key product for us going forward.
For us, really, just the data explosion we're seeing at the moment is phenomenal. And that really is like a change in workplace practices for businesses. So it's no longer you have to be in the office 9 till 12 at night to show you're doing a good job. And just that flexibility, being able to, the device is really the new desktop now. So businesses really just want to be able to work anywhere. You want to be in the States, you want to be in Kinsale, you want to be in Wicklow. And really, we're seeing the trends that, our customers want somebody to manage that data on the device, into the network, into the data center, and up onto the cloud. So if you look at ICT, it's natural now to outsource your ICT, and people aren't afraid of that anymore. And now the next advance as well, let's just look at the data and the network. And we predict we're seeing nearly 70% increase on the traffic and data, and we see that to continue. Even the ice bucket challenge that we saw recently, the amount of explosion on the network for that is just incredible. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of what we'll see in trends over the coming years.
We're seeing many trends, but I'll keep it to 3 key things that we see on a daily basis currently at the moment is, I suppose, with the advent of higher speed pipes, cloud is actually accelerating. So actually customers looking for cloud services is accelerating. We've been talking about cloud for years and years, but actually now it is hugely accelerating. The same goes for IP voice. So IP voice has been around for the last 10, 15 years. It's slowly starting to grow, but with the advent of faster pipes, it's our key voice product at the moment. It outstrips anything else that we sell on the voice side of things. And then Wi-Fi, so smart Wi-Fi, not dropping a router off in a business and having a Wi-Fi aerial out, but actually smart Wi-Fi solutions that are managed, whether that's in the hospitality sector, whether it is in medium to large enterprises that are looking for a high-speed broadband connection plus a Wi-Fi solution that covers 6 to 7 floors. Recently back in March, East Point Business Park, where UPC are based, they were looking for an outdoor Wi-Fi solution. So we delivered a outdoor Wi-Fi solution that delivers 100 meg. And that's been a huge success. Since then, we've had a lot of business parks come to us to say, we'd like something similar. So I certainly see, Wi-Fi today and what we do today is dramatically going to change in the future. The other interesting point, just to point out, was I do see a trend definitely coming down the line, and it's starting now around big data and the value of big data to businesses. Apple launching the iPhone and the iWatch on Tuesday is absolutely significant. Essentially what they have is a phone where you can use the phone for payments, but also the watch as well. So if you have a user that has an iPhone 6 and Apple payments plus a watch, essentially Apple will have the ability to see how excited you are from your heartbeat from procuring a product. So you can go in and pay for a pint of milk and your heartbeat probably won't change, but you could go into an Apple store and you've got the latest iPhone or the iPad, or you could be, you know, buying a TV or something like that, and you feel excited and your heart rate has gone up, and it's all, the information is in the watch, and it's all going back to one place. So there's really, really interesting data that Apple will be able to use for other things, to sell other products and services to us. And I can see other companies following down the line with that type of model.
It's very challenging for any businesses, even the younger companies like ours. Technology changes every day. You need to keep your engineers informed, trained, and you need to change your code a lot. We had to do a whole exercise of creating components that can be reused on every page, that adapt to the different screen sizes. That took us a couple of months before we actually looked at the HTML of the pages and reformatted everything to follow the grid system that allows our pages to be responsive. So it's a major shift in mindset as well. Like, you're not developing for one screen anymore. You're developing for multiple ones that have different ways of interacting with the data that's shown on the screen. You can touch, you can zoom, you can do all these different things. You need to hide some components because they don't fit. So it's a lot of mental thinking, and design plays a big part in making all this work out in the end. So we hired a lot of designers, for example, that just focus on the UX part to make it as easy for us to maintain, because it has to be easy. Otherwise, it will be falling on the wayside somewhere at some point. So it's the same code base. We have to focus on it, and we have to test everything in all the devices.
I think it's at the core, and it's, Gavan mentioned it. I mean, the trends are, I mean, if you're a small to medium business, you know, we spoke about, you know, are they laggers, are they leaders? And I think the profile is different. I mean, if you're a small to medium business, you have a common objective. You need to grow your business, you need to grow it profitably, and you need things that are simple. And I think in the past there was a cost barrier entry. So how, you know, I want to use Salesforce, I want to use Siebel, but I don't have $1 million to invest. I'm not a large business. And just the advancements and getting application via the cloud is really just a game changer for those organizations. Coupled then with the advancements in the investment in the mobile network and the investment in apps. So a small business wants the flexibility to work for wherever, and really the investment, I think, from an Ireland perspective, you know, even, you know, it has been challenging times for the telco industry. I think we would all agree that over the last few years, but we've invested. So in Vodafone, we've put $1 billion into the mobile network over the last few years, and we'll put another 500 million over the next 3 years. That's huge investment in the network, and both consumers and business will really benefit from that. And I think also, you know, we talk about our SME community and where they're positioned, I guess, in Europe, but it is a confidence level. So we see some, like I mentioned, the brands, but hugely confident, really willing to adopt new technologies, and others less confident, and that's where we need to encourage them, say, don't be afraid, it will add value to the bottom line.